Well, hey, B, it's JamiThatsMe here. Listen, honey, we have to get into Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'm super late, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this review all the same. Okay, definitely got to get into it. So make sure you're coming in and doing what you're supposed to do by supporting the channel. Okay, so Meredith. All right. Meredith is over there talking to her family. Okay. Of course, they want to talk about the bar mitzvah and what all happened. And she talks about, kicking out Angie. She says all she knew was that her kids came to her, told her that, Brittany was crying and stuff. And coming to find out, Angie had something to do with that. So she felt the way about it. Okay. She says that she didn't want any hate at her party. And she felt as though Miss Girl was giving slut shaming. Okay. And she felt like slut shaming is a form of hate. And she said she's not going to put up with it no more. So BITC and a H, you're going to have to get your stuff up out of here on today. I tell you that. So that's exactly what she did. All right. Now, Meredith says that she doesn't know why she is so consumed with Brittany's sex life, right? And she's talking about Angie. Why is Angie so bothered, so consumed by this woman's sex life? And I'm just like, Meredith, honey, let's be honest here, okay? Why does Brittany feel so why does Brittany always have to come to y'all about her life? And then when people bring it up to her ass, then she wants to get offended. You want to have all of these drinks and drink around the ladies or whatever like that. Then somebody bring you some wine, then you feel away. Now, granted, I do kind of understand Brittany. It's like, girl, this is a religious night. Like, why the hell is you bringing me a bottle of wine for real, right? But at the same time, you do drink. And it's not Brittany's issue if you are trying to hide that part of you from the damn congregation, okay? From your church or the Mormon, whatever you got going on, I feel like that ain't fully Brittany's fault. I'm sorry, fully Angie's fault. So that's on you, okay? And that right there for me also confirms that you just a fucking liar. Okay, girl? That's what it confirms to me that you just be lying and you be trying to give off one image while you over here doing some other SHI. Okay? And on top of that, you be telling them your business. So when they bring it up to you, you get offended. Like, go away from me with this. So, anywho, Meredith says that the mean girl behavior that Miss Brittany, that Miss Angie was giving off, it really triggered her. Okay. Then her child brings up Sean. Her daughter says, what really got me was Sean. When he said, Meredith, you need to get both sides. Actually, Sean wasn't wrong. However, if he brings up your fucking daughter, because your daughter bringing up him and mimicking him, I don't want to hear nothing. Okay, especially if your daughter is grown. Now, if your daughter is younger, then maybe she can shut the hell up. But not she, but maybe he could be quiet and not bring up. But if your daughter is grown, she's an adult now. If he bring her ass up, it is what it is. Okay, so Meredith says that she didn't want to hear it or anything. Like she didn't want to hear no sides because she feels like they gaslight her all the goddamn time. That's why she didn't want to hear nothing that nobody had to say. Okay, Meredith. Honestly, it's not so much as about you being gaslit as it's about you just not liking that damn lady. High key. That's what it's really about. You don't like her, and you was looking for an opportunity and a time to sock it to her, and that ended up being the moment for you to do just that. So that's what you did. You socked it to her. All right. Um. Anywho, let's get to Angie and Sean because that's who they talking about. So of course Angie is embarrassed, girl. She's talking about she over there hurt, girl. I would have been a little piece too. Okay, I would have been a little piece too. That is embarrassing, especially when the party was damn near over with. Bit, you didn't have to kick me out like that. I mean, in about 5 more minutes, this shit was gonna be over with anyway. Okay, but really it wasn't over until I left home because I am the life of the party. Get into it. So she said that she went there with some good intentions. She didn't want no issue or nothing like that with Miss Meredith. She said she been crying all day or however long since the party because she was just so embarrassed that she got kicked out. She said she didn't like that Meredith brought this type of drama to her spiritual event as far as kicking her out. She was like, why would you do that in front of your mama, your kids, your husband? Like, girl, that's just so rude. No, BIT. This is where I got to clock you, Angie, okay? That's on you. And that's also on Brittany, and that's also on Bronwyn. All the UBITs was keeping up drama at that lady event. So for you to try and put that off on her, y'all brought the drama to her event. It is her event. She can handle it however she chooses to. And if it means that she wanted you to get the hell out, that's just what it is, okay? Now, I will say, I like every single one of these raggedy SBITs because they be having points and then they be wrong as hell at the same time. I love it, all right? Now let's get to Mary and Angie. So Mary walks into Angie's home after knocking and that bitch not answering the door. So Mary said, I'm just gonna go on in here because I see that camera staring at me, so the door must be damn open. Okay, so let me go on here to go in. So Mary go in, she sits down and surprises Angie because Angie didn't know she came in. This is the time that Mary took to open up to Angie about her child. And I'm really glad that Mary found somebody that she could confide in to share what is going on with her, and she don't have to deal with all of that by herself. Okay, the entire time she was talking to Angie, I said, Angie, please, baby, please don't betray her. Please do not betray this lady. Please don't do her like you may do Lisa or anybody. Like, this is some really critical information that she's opening up and sharing with you. And I don't know if Angie knew, but nobody else did. Okay, so let us pray. All right. So Mary tells her about her son, and I feel like it was a really good moment between the both of them. You know, some parts of me felt like I wish Angie would have consoled Mary a bit more versus just holding her hand, but maybe that's the best that she could do in that moment. Maybe she didn't want to break down or something because she got her own situation dealing with her mom and stuff. So I don't know, but it was just good for her to just be a listening ear in that moment and to just be there for Mary. You know what I'm saying? I ultimately, I do think it was a good moment. Ultimately, all right. It was tough to watch because, girl, I was definitely fighting back my tears with all of the weight that Mary is carrying on her shoulders, and then to reflect on how her child has carried so much weight on his own shoulders, thinking that he doesn't matter and that he's just a stain and he shouldn't be here. And I just really felt bad for her, y'all. I really did, like, because I do feel like this can happen to anybody. And I think Angie was right when she told Mary, like, you could do everything right as a parent, everything right, and sometimes they're still gonna make their own decisions when it comes to that. And she not lying. Some people, I was watching, Life After Lockup, and we're gonna get into that. But like, this one girl seemed like she grew up in a great household. Family seemed to be well off and everything, but she still found herself down that road of doing drugs, and it came from a situation where she dealt with a person that was on drugs. She wasn't, he was, and then all of a sudden he just snatched his child from her, and that's what sent her like overboard or whatever, and that's when she started leaning into it or whatever. But I don't know, maybe she was dabbling when she was with the man. But all in all, I'm saying that to say sometimes it could be situations that could lead people down that road. It could be peer pressure. It could be, oh, I've been hearing people talk about this. Let me try it. And then next thing you know, they get addicted. Like, it could be so many different things. And, I just really feel bad for Mary, but I'm praying for Mary. I'm praying for her son. Girl, I'm just praying for all the little kids of the world, for real, child. Like, okay, everybody can get and everybody can use a prayer at any moment. All right. But that was such a good moment, and I appreciate Mary telling, Angie, like, can we keep this between us or whatever for the time being? She says yes. And when people come to, like, when friends come to me about their personal, like, I just, yeah, I couldn't share that. Because that, I just feel like that's their business to tell, whether it's about them losing a job, whether they pregnant, whether they got engaged, whether they going through it with their man, their child, they fit. Like, girl, that is them folks' business to tell, right? And side note, that's why I feel like I could be friends with two people that don't necessarily get along, because for me, my relationship with you is my relationship with you. Okay, now granted, what I'm talking about are people, like, if it's a group of friends and then two of y'all not necessarily cool no more or as close, I'm not finna choose a side, right? But if I'm friends with somebody and it's a BIT that they don't like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna rush over here and get cool with her, but I'm not finna have no big old animosity with her either, depending on what the hell the situation is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna go out my way and not like this, because you don't. I feel like that's stuff you do when you're a kid. In my personal, in your young age. As we get older, I'm not choosing and picking up other people's battles for myself. I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna create unnecessary problems for myself. I'm gonna support you in what you got going on. You see what I'm saying? But I could be, friends, like I said, with two people that may not necessarily get along, because I'm gonna separate the friendships, and I'm not gonna tell you their business. Vice versa, I want nobody to do that to me, and I damn sure don't want nobody coming back saying, "Well, Jami said this." Bitch, I couldn't have said that. Okay, all right. So there's that. You'll never hear that. Oh, Jami said, "No, how the fuck I did, girl. I don't know nothing about that." Okay, I don't know nothing about that life, girl. That is, you would never. Okay, now you gonna lie if you want to. You gonna have a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, and when you limit who you share stuff with, then you already know who said what or whatever. So if it were to get out, Mary knows that it came directly from Angie's. It's okay, and she could pounce on her accordingly. But hopefully, Angie remains loyal to Mary in that sense. And I do believe that when the time is right, Mary is going to share that. And what I pray to see is support from everybody. Really, everybody. Because I feel like all of these ladies on this show, for some reason, and I could be wrong, but being that most of y'all are in the Mormon life, I just feel like this shit's so stressful. It probably do drive people to do drugs for real. And it could, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I'm not gonna say all of the ladies, but I'm sure most of the cast can relate to something, somebody being addicted to something in some fashion. Um, so all in all, I just hope that Mary gets support from the entire group whenever she does decide to share this information. Okay. So anywho, it was a tough moment to watch, but we got through it and all is well. All right. Another thing that got me with Mary that really was gonna make me just like, oh my God, like this is where I'm really trying to keep it together. It was when she said she don't have nobody. She says, I don't have my mom. I don't have my grandma. I don't have nobody to call to get help or seek advice from. That shit really like was sad because like it does not matter in my opinion, and y'all let me know for some people that may experience this living with this currently. I feel like you're gonna always need your parents. Like, I don't care what the age is, because some people don't have those elders. Like once they lose their parent, they don't have an elder in place of that they could potentially go to. Some people don't have that at all, right? And the best person you will want to go to is your parents for the people that may have lost their parents, and get their advice a bit on, how they may have experienced something. Like when you're in your 40s and your 50s and you don't have your parent and stuff, and you may be dealing with something like what Mary got going on. I don't know. But to say that she don't have them, it just really made me feel bad for a lot of people that may have lost their parents, right? And I don't know if Mary's mom has passed away or if their relationship is just, strange right now, a strain. And she just like, I'm not talking to that lady. I don't know if it's something like that where they not like it's a strained relationship, or if it's that her mom passed away. I believe her grandma has passed, but I don't know about her mom. But all in all, I just really felt bad, and it just made me think about everybody. So yeah. Anywho, so we all yeah, Angie agrees to not share her business, and that was cool. Now let's get to the trip day because now it's time for the ladies to go on this damn trip, girl. And once they get on this, get to the airport or whatever, Bronwyn decides to bring out a gift, which was like some passports. And they say them passports cost either $600 or $900. Okay, I would not be gifting none of these whores anything. What in the stormy still is going on? Weren't you beefing with damn near all the cast, Miss Bronwyn? You damn near on the outs with everybody. I'm trying to see who you just might be okay with. I think Meredith might be the only one that you okay with right now. Heather got an issue with you. You and Lisa not that cool. Angie and Whitney pissed off with you. You and Brittany definitely be at it. Meredith and Mary might be the only ones that I don't think you've had some type of conflict with. You may have had some with Meredith, but I can't think of any. So I just feel like you could have brought them some if you wanted to. But like, girl, I would have brought this group a goddamn thing. Like, and then you call Lisa and you ask Lisa, like, are you doing something? Of course she gonna do something. It's her damn trip. Okay? And then she told you, I just want you to bring yourself, and you gonna sit up here and do what you want to do and still bring some? I don't know about that one, Miss Braun. I don't really know about that right there, Miss Braun, girl. So Lisa definitely was feeling a way about that, okay? She also let everybody know that, despite the fact that I got ate the hell up by a damn dog, and despite all of that, I still decided to not only show up for this trip, but also bring y'all some gifts. I done got ate up on the back of my leg and on my arm. BITCH, I would not have gone on that trip. I don't need to prove anything to y'all nor production. Okay, I'll be at the damn house. Okay, maybe she didn't want to be at home alone because Todd is always damn traveling, and she wanted to go and hang out with the ladies, so she decided to go. Clearly, she must have got the clearance from her doctor. I would want to believe, but BITCH. Girl, I would have went on that goddamn trip because let me tell you something, bitch. I done got ate up on the back of my leg and my arm. I done got ate up all over my body by a motherfucking dog. And you think I'm finna go on this trip and get ate up by you hoes too? Absolutely not. Because all y'all do is fight and argue. Okay? And I know at some point somebody gonna come for me because I'm not that cool with most of y'all on this damn trip. Hello? So if you think I'm gonna come and let you bitches chew on me too, you have me thoroughly fucked up, girl. Let me stay at home. All right. Now the resort was giving beautiful though, bitch. That resort in what was it, Puerto Vallarta, bitch. Girl, I had to look that up, but they said you gotta call them to find out about the pricing and stuff. I'm gonna do a little more research and stuff like that. But girl, listen, good. They did that. They did that. Mr. Lisa did that. So when we get to the resort, she splits up the rooms because they got two villas. So in the room with Whitney and them, the other room, not the room, the villa that's not with Lisa, she got Bronwyn, Whitney, Angie, and Mary. Bronwyn is in her feelings out the gate. Cause Bronwyn is like, well, wait a minute, BIT. I've been knowing you the longest, and you know I don't get along with these two hoes over here. These bitches over here do not like me, girl. So I'm trying to understand how you chose this B over me. How you chose that B Brittany over Bronwyn. How did that work out? Like I'm a little confusion. Like I feel away. You had no consideration about me at all. Like BIT, I thought we was good, but I guess that we're not. So Bronwyn can tell that Lisa is trying to pretty much sock it to her. She is. If Lisa says that she's not, she's lying. She is. She knows what she's doing. She's not. She does this passive aggressive type stuff. She's not really feeling Bronwyn. She's not. And that's the issue with Lisa. Lisa, you might need to stop bringing friends on this show. You just might. Because when you bring people on this show that you've known for a good minute, girl, and they start getting to know the other ladies, you definitely get in your feelings about it. I feel like you may bring them on this show with the intention and hope that you're going to have some allies and people that's going to have your back or something. And when you see they start befriending the other folks, you get in your feelings. So I don't know. Bronwyn may need to be the last person you bring to the group. Because you don't handle it too well. So, anywho, Bronwyn's pissed. And honestly, in my opinion, I don't feel like it's that deep. At one upon a time, you were cool with Whitney and Angie. And I just don't think it's that bad. I just don't think it should be that bad for you to be in a room with them. Because you clearly had no issue going over there talking to them immediately in the room trying to see what they were going to wear. No matter how uncomfortable you felt, you still went over to that room talking to the ladies like, okay, I got to make the best of it. So make the best of it. Okay? And honestly, you was never wrong in what you said about them hoes anyway. They was talking shit. They going to see that on that playback. So if you know you was right in your stance, they could be mad all the fuck they want to. Okay? So Angie and Whitney over there trying to figure out when the hell Bronwyn got kicked out the cool girl group. Like, when did that happen? Right? So Bronwyn comes over and says that she doesn't know what she did to Lisa to be with them. In so many words. And she says that she's known Lisa for 10 years, and since she got cool with them, their relationship has been a hit or miss. I believe it. Whitney says Bronwyn was so quick to throw them under the bus, and now BIT, you over here stuck with us. Okay? And you might as well stick with us, because so guess what? We are only friends over here. Yeah. Yeah. It's us. We're the only ones that's cool. Okay? So, anywho, Bronwyn is really in her feelings about this, and I don't like it, and I don't feel like it has to be that deep as you're making it. You know Lisa not rocking with you, and you know that she's trying to get back at you for that whole putting her in coach situation. So she decided to put you over there. This entire trip is to one-up you in a sense. To let you know that she got money too, or whatever the case is, and she do things in a luxury way as well. So this entire trip is a sock it to you moment, not just the villa. This whole trip in my personal, okay? So Lisa tells Meredith about Bronwyn bringing gifts when it's her trip, and she has gifts for everyone. She said she didn't like that. That's what she was telling Meredith. But here's the thing. I started thinking, I said, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Lisa probably was considering having Bronwyn in her room, despite the whole coach situation. But when she decided to bring those damn gifts, bring those passports and just do what she want to do, Lisa probably said, I'm going to do what I want to do. And I'm going to put your ass over there with them other ladies. How about that? Okay, since you want to do it like that, let's do it like that. How about that? Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised. And maybe the whole point of the trip was to sock it to her to get back at her about the coach type thing. Like, let me show you how I do it. I'm going to make sure everybody's in first class. But when she pulled that stunt, she probably said, you know what? I'm finna switch them hoes out. Bronwyn can go over there and Brittany can come with me. Anywho, Meredith has made the executive decision, baby, to give Miss Angie back her shit. Girl, the reaction that Angie is finna give was definitely a kiki and a damn cackle. So they get to dinner that night. And Brittany says, oh my God, guys, I have an announcement. I want to make an announcement to you guys. And people are tired of her damn announcements. I know I was, and I just knew she was going to make an announcement about Jared, only for us to find out that it's an announcement about her daughter, Olivia, I believe she said is her name. And her daughter came over to her house with a friend, and she stayed for a long time. She stayed the night. So it seems like they are making progress in the relationship. She says she has two daughters. I'm thinking that they were much older. Looks like they may be younger girls, and they are feeling a way about their mom based on her second marriage. And I'm wondering what was happening in that second marriage. Were you putting your husband before your kids? Or what really happened? Did the husband do something to the kids? What happened as to why your daughters are not effing with you like that? Okay. But girl, when she was over there talking about her daughter, bitch, nobody clapped. Nobody was really like, oh, yeah. Like, nobody was really happy. They didn't give much of a reaction. They didn't care. And I said, damn, what she did? Girl, I don't know, Brittany, they might be tired of you. Girl, not even the person that put you in her villa seemed to be too excited for you. Yikey dikey. So Bronwyn brings up the room assignments, or at least Lisa asked them how they like their sweets, all right? And people were like, oh, I like it. Then Bronwyn said, well, girl, I'll give you the real since these hoes gonna give you the fake. Okay, BIT, I ain't really care for the room assignments, and I don't really understand how you chose Brittany over me because you got me fucked up in this thing on some real shit. Okay, girl, you know I've been knowing you for 10 years, and you've been knowing this hoe for about 10 days, and you gonna put her in the room with you? Well, you know I got a lot going on right now. You know you my closest friend. That's how we rocking. Okay, bet. All right. So then Brittany says, well, maybe she likes me better than you. Ooh. Girl, no, she did. Maybe she likes me better than you right now. Okay. So Lisa says, no, it's not, like, that's not it. Like, no, Bronwyn talks. She tries to talk, and Lisa responds to Whitney. So Whitney kind of chimes in and says something like, well, you know, we typically choose our own rooms. Like, we're never really assigned a room. So that was really Whitney's way of highlighting the fact that, Lisa, I know what the hell you did, and Bronwyn not wrong. You on some shady SHI. So when Lisa tried to respond to Whitney, Bronwyn starts talking and then says, oh, she's going to talk. She's not going to let me talk. Now, Bronwyn, I'm here for you, girl. But if I was Lisa, you definitely would have got your ass cussed out. Okay? Because BIT, the whole reason why we're having this conversation is because you've been talking. Okay? That's the whole reason that we've been having the convo. Because you brought it up and you've been talking. What do you mean I'm not listening to you? I'm not going to let you talk. Girl, what? Don't get your panties so much in a bunch. You just want to have an issue because of whatever you got going on internally. And it's given that you may be projecting just a little piece. Okay? So, yeah, I probably would have had to get Bronwyn together on that one now. So, Lisa says, I'm listening. And then Bronwyn says, you have a little bit of bass in your voice and you're not trying to understand me. First of all, who you talking to? A little bit of bass in my voice. Girl, I feel like you've been had bass in your voice. You been had bass in your voice. So now that I want to match your energy, like, what's going on? You okay? Clearly you not, and I get that. But if you're trying to have a civilized conversation, are you okay? No, ma'am. Now, Bronwyn, you disappointed me a bit this episode. So then Lisa says there are beautiful rooms, and Bronwyn says it's like, she says something like, if it's not so much of a big deal to you, then why not just say, Bronwyn, it's a small issue, you're misunderstanding, instead of just telling me that I got a nice room and I should be happy with that. And I at first I didn't understand what Bronwyn was saying, but I think I get it a little bit now. I think Lisa was not fully acknowledging Bronwyn's issue. Her issue wasn't really the room. It was that, girl, I thought that we were closer. Like, I like the resort. The room is beautiful, but for you to pick her over me, I feel like you're trying to show that you got an issue with me with the friendship. You say that we cool, but that's not really how you show up. You be giving extremely passive aggressive. And I think that's what Bronwyn was trying to let Lisa know. But Lisa just kept highlighting the room, like, you should be happy. The room is nice. The room looks good. She thought Bronwyn was complaining about the room, and it wasn't really about the room. It was more so about the assignments of the room. So then Bronwyn says she has no problem with that. She says, I got a problem with you and me. Like, you and I. Like, we got an issue. And she expected Lisa to at least say, oh, I'm sorry. Like, how can we fix it? You know? But instead, that's not what Lisa did. Lisa over there telling her with BIT, you should be grateful that I took your ass on a trip. So Bronwyn didn't like that. But again, I still feel like we put 20 on 10 and it ain't that deep to me. So they go back and forth or whatever, arguing or whatever like that about the trip. And Lisa said something like, you're always with me unless you got to piss her shit. Like, you're always with me or whatever like that, girl. So why are you making this a big deal? And then Bronwyn said something about let's get an understanding of who felt away first, and that was you on my trip or whatever like that. And hold on one second. Um, yeah, so they're going back and forth or whatever, and then I think Bronwyn brought up a private plane or something like that, and I think she said she took them on a private plane or whatever, and then Lisa says I booked one too. I do luxury things as well. I booked a private plane for me and my husband to go to London and stuff. And when she starts to talk about that, it made me think about what Whitney said. Whitney said at some point Lisa's gonna resent you or feel a way about you because you got what she wants. Basically, you got more than what she got. And I feel like Lisa is getting to that point a little bit, in my opinion, because she wants to show off like I got it too. I can pay this, I can pay for this or that too. Like I got bread as well. You ain't the only one that got money, boo. So I mean it was giving a little piece of that. Now the trip is giving a socket to you. So Heather is like, okay, y'all was giving too much. Y'all over here arguing. We talking in circles, girl. It's really not that deep. But then again, it's not my feelings, it's yours. So how can Lisa fix this situation? Like, what can she do? And then Brittany said, well, BIT, if you talking about switching rooms, so I'm not switching motherfucking thing, girl. I like my room. I like my villa. I like the people I'm around. And y'all know I don't fuck with Angie. No way. Okay? While she over here talking about some high body count hair, clothes, and all of that, guess what? I got a high body count ass villa as well. And I'm not budging from it. So y'all can do what y'all want to do today or tomorrow, but ain't shit going down while I'm here. Okay. And that's just where we at with that. Okay. So of course that kind of frustrated Bronwyn and all of this stuff going on. Bronwyn says to Lisa that she talks over her. Like when the guy says, hey, y'all can cut y'all shit because y'all table is ready. Okay. They get up and walk. Lisa and Bronwyn still talking. Bronwyn says, girl, my thing is this with you, girl. I'm over here trying to express myself to you, BIT, and you over here over talking me. You over there telling me that I'm ungrateful. Then you try to turn around and tell me that I'm snobby and shit. Like, girl, I really ain't got time for it. Like, girl, I'm not up for that shit. Like, go away from me with this. Like, you can go on about your business. And I'm just like, Bronwyn, I'm still rocking with you, but girl, I just feel like it's not that deep to me. It's just not. Like, I mean, I guess, but it's not. And I guess I get the room situation because it's not, I mean, it's really not even about the room. It's more so about the dynamic of the friendship. She just does not like how her friend is treating her. So then again, I guess that is a big deal because it's about how you don't like how your friend is treating you. And honestly, it's like, well, it seems like you don't like that overall, but you're using the room as an excuse to, I don't know. I don't know, bitch. I mean, and because maybe it's not an excuse because if Lisa would have never tried to play on your top with putting you in that room, then it wouldn't be I don't know, bitch. I just don't care. That's the short answer. I don't give a fuck. Like, let it go. You like right across the hall, girl. You want to see Lisa, be around Lisa, just walk over there. It's like right there. Like, it's just not like, why are we doing this? Okay, in my opinion, like, girl, stop. So they get to the table, baby, and Angie finds that motherfucking bag, bitch, and I'm hollering, Angie. Angie got that bad. Angie thought she had a friend. Angie got that motherfucker. Angie got that bag like, oh, what's this? You got me a gift? You got me something? Oh, well, what's... You got the shampoo that I bought you. Like, I got you a really good journal. Like, what the fuck, girl? The way Angie looked up and the way... the way Angie looked and Meredith was over there like, girl, them ladies had me screaming. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, baby? Angie was fucking pissed, okay? So Angie over there like, BIT, I done got this stuff for you. You know what I'm saying? Looking out for you, girl. I came with gifts and told. When you came to my event, BITCH, you ain't bring me shit for my anniversary, girl. But I brought you something for your bar mitzvah, and you gonna sit up here and throw it back in my face, and then you gonna use your every opportunity you get to promote your motherfucking sign and that whack ass clothing line, girl. You not for the I'm not here for. I'm not for to play with you, okay? So she was upset. So then Brittany jumps into the conversation and brings up some stuff or whatever. And Angie decided to I'm sorry. Yeah, Brittany jumps in and starts talking about like some slut shaming or something like that. And then Angie said, "You know what? Your hair is fucking fried. Here, you can have the shampoo." Baby, she took that bag and threw it. She threw this bag at Brittany, girl, and the shit ended up going upside down, and the damn shampoo landed on the table. Girl, when I tell you, I fell the hell out when Angie told that lady her hair is fried, bitch. I am screaming. Angie was wearing her out. And I said, Angie, baby, these the type of antics. This is what you do. This is what you give. I feel like these were okay. The last one when you said high body count hair, high body count heels, high body count dress, high body count tits or whatever, the way you ate her up, yes. The scroll that you gave to Meredith that time, too much. The pushing of the chair on the floor, doing too much, trying to get a reaction. But the other stuff you've been giving has been giving a bit more natural to me. Okay, you were pissed off in that moment that Miss Meredith tried to sock it to you. You ain't fucking with Brittany already because she's part of the reason that you got kicked out anyway. So for her to say what she said to you, you was like, you took all your anger and you threw it at her ass. And I feel like that's a natural reaction. So you took it and you was like, bitch, you can have it. Your hair is fucking fried anyway, bitch. So you need this shampoo more than I needed back, ho. Like, girl, I was here for it. Brittany was like, oh my God, wow, Angie, that's a new low. Like, wow, okay? And then Angie said, girl, I didn't even know the shit was open. I didn't even know it was going to be upside down, drama queen. I said, girl, not you to call this lady a drama queen. Okay, y'all probably on the same level with the drama queen, okay? But I tell you one thing, I bet you Brittany had took that damn shampoo home. I bet you Brittany took that shampoo home for that fried ass, high body count ass hair. Girl, Angie was wearing Brittany out, baby. Brittany still mad about being slut shamed. I feel like, girl, you be putting your tea out there, then you get mad when other people clock you about it. Like, girl, anywho, let's move on. Meredith says, well, we all heard you slut shame her at Mary's, okay? Because, what's her name? Angie did say she was doing 3 men. I believe she was doing 3 men, too. Okay, I do. I believe she was doing 3 men. BIT, you came to a party with one man all up on you and kissing all up on you and everything. And then you had a whole nother man popping in there that you emotional about. Okay? And ain't no way you that emotional about Jared and he ain't been giving you that zick. No, ma'am, girl. Like, scoop bag. Like, you full of it. You're full of it. All right? So then Lisa jumps in and Angie says, girl, ain't nobody even talking to you right now. You love having other hoes back and I need you to have mine. So you need to get your SHI together and shut the fuck up, okay? And then Lisa like, girl, I'm just trying to speak in facts. And then at some point she started yelling, why can't we speak in facts? And it's like, because y'all liars. That's why y'all can't speak in fact. Every single one of you hoes be lying, okay? And you can't expect just Angie to speak in facts and think Brittany is speaking in facts when she's really not. Yeah, Angie may have said some things that imply that I guess she's being slut shamed because she said she's doing 3 men, but you were happy to tell her that you was with 3 men, then turned around another time and told the people that you was dating 10 men. So I would think that you about fucking at least 3 of them 10. Okay? Or done fucked at least 3 of the 10 if you ain't doing them all at the same time. It is what it is. Okay? So for y'all to try to pounce on Angie, but what about the fact that Brittany did start all of this? But y'all wouldn't know, even though Bronwyn was telling y'all that is what happened. That's how it played out. And if y'all would listen to Melly, she would have told y'all that too. I don't know why y'all didn't invite her on the trip. Okay? But anywho, Meredith and Angie talk, and Meredith says that, maybe I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I do or maybe I don't or whatever like that. But she tells her, no. So Meredith and Angie talk, and Meredith says that she didn't do every, oh, no. Gotcha. Okay, let me go back. So Angie tells her that she came to her event, with good intentions. She tried to do everything right. And then Meredith told her, well, you didn't do everything right because you slut shamed her. Okay, that's the problem. Everybody was telling Meredith, like, no, girl, you actually got it wrong. You think you got it right, but you're wrong. Okay, Lisa tells Angie to apologize to Brittany if she didn't mean any harm or something. And I said, Lisa, shut the hell up. You always trying to tell somebody to apologize, yet you're the one that gives the least amount of apologies. pipe down and sit down and eat your food when it comes, okay? Hush, girl. So then Brittany starts saying that she and Jerry aren't sleeping together. I said, girl, you just lying. Then everybody started clocking her tea, showing off her lingerie and stuff, and Jerry bought it, and I wore it for him just one time and this and that. And if y'all not sleeping together, it's because y'all probably not together and because Jerry about hunching on somebody else again, okay? It is what it is. So Meredith eventually apologizes to Angie for getting it wrong. She's like, listen, I may have gotten it wrong, okay? I ain't perfect. I may have gotten it wrong. I may have gotten it right or whatever like that. I apologize, for pretty much putting you out, all of that, like not having all the details or facts or whatever, and I'm trying to move forward. Then Angie's like, yeah, I'm trying to move forward too. I ain't trying to have no issue with you, girl. And I really appreciate you saying that because I came there with good intentions. I'm trying to move forward. Now, I did not hear Angie apologize to Meredith for anything, but I did hear Meredith apologizing. Now, if Angie was not going to apologize for the whole Sean situation thing, which I don't think she should have, I don't think it would have been an issue for Angie to at least apologize to Meredith for making a bit of a spectacle of her event that led up to her getting put out. I understand that it was a response to Brittany's actions, but at the same time, I think she could have offered her an apology for making her event go left to where it had to result in something like that. Okay, so there's that. But all in all, Miss Angie said, I'm gonna sit in this moment and I'm gonna appreciate it for what it is, and we can move forward. And I hope that they do, because I'm tired. I'm over it. The next beef we finna have is finna be between Miss Lisa. Lisa finna get into it with the girls. That's just what it is, okay? And soon, she just finna get into it with the girls. That's just what it is. But let me tell y'all, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City have come here to earn their checks. And I want them to get all of their checks and maybe even a piece of a bonus, okay? Because they have been serving, I feel like it may have been one episode that they've had, maybe two at max, but I feel like it may have been one or two episodes out of 13 or 14, however many it is, that's been maybe mid. Like, it's all right. But I really feel like that could have been maybe one episode. I'll max it out at two. But for the most part, these ladies have been bringing it, and I appreciate it. And I think every single person should be invited back for the next season, including Brittany. Brittany, you don't get to go anywhere just yet until we figure out what's really going on with you and your daughters and what really happened in that past marriage for your daughters to not really focus on you. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see if you're going to be able to redeem yourself within this group and some ladies actually like you. I do feel like we can leave or take you. You not being there next season wouldn't really impact the cast, in my opinion. They can always put somebody else in that position. But I kind of want to know a little bit more about what you got going on outside of Jared. Okay, but we'll just have to wait and see. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below, honey. That's all that I got at this time. I'm JamiThatsMe. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
City and cul-de-sac, coming out swinging like soldier rag, leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind, knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive, I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest, but drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries, stand for my honor. But too raw, no corner, packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.